This one is titled Bone Structure. All right, one more, fam. Can we do one more? The comment on the TikTok on the video, we've seen this gunch before. Oh, this is a copy from Libs of TikTok, so this is going to be horrendous. We'll end on this. It's Swole season, baby. Everyone hashtag Swole season for a chance to win a Swole card. This one on the screen, it says, literal DNA, bone structure, chromosomes make me a woman, but do you? So we're going to pretend like a woman is not 2X chromosomes, a vagina and other things. The biggest issue I have with this, look, if you want to say trans women exist, does anyone here think that trans women exist? I mean, I think what you're calling trans women exist. Do I think that some men desperately want to pretend like they're, yeah, obviously, because there are men that are trying to pretend to be women. But anytime you say trans women or women, no, that's fucking sick. It's just wrong. It's stupid. It doesn't make sense. It's not a thing. A trans rock is a fish. It's the same thing as saying a rock is a fish. A rock's not a fish, but a trans rock is a fish. It's like, oh, that rock wants to be a fish. Oh, it's a fish then. Then say the term. A man who has gender dysphoria and needs medical attention for psychological needs and thinks that they're a woman. Okay, that's, you want to call that trans? Fine. But it's not a woman. It's the stupidest fucking argument. And that's 1984. That's doublespeak. That's manipulation. That's the bastardization of our language. It's all there. So you can't just say you're something else. It doesn't make you. I can't be a trans bird. A trans bird is a bird. Well, I'm a trans bird then. Flappy, flappy. It's stupid on its face. I'm not an idiot. I'm not going to pretend to be an idiot. You can think I'm big meanie. Totally fine. I'd rather be big meanie than big stupid. I'd rather be big meanie than an idiot. I'm not going to sacrifice my integrity for your delusions. All right, this is called Bone Structure. Let's see how dumb this gets.
Something keeps calling me back to this comment. And
Really
I
dumb.
think it's the fact that, like, as a black woman, you are using white supremacist talking points to defend your transphobia. And that's what...
Whoa!
You got more questions, but I tell you, if you have a problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, then you ain't black.
Whoa. As a black woman, you're using white suprem talking point, literal DNA, bone structure, chromosomes. Damn. Those white shenanigans getting out of control, son. Holy shit. Look at her fucking eyes. Tell me she's had if you tell me she's had a steak in the last decade, you'd be lying out your fucking face.
The eyes, Chico. They never lie.
My God. Talk about needing some meat. Frank says she is black. No, the person who's asking the question, the avatar, you could see she's black. So she's talking about the person that asked the question. She's not black. I mean, she's yeah. I mean, if she's black, then Anderson Cooper's fucking black. Okay, here we go.
talking points to defend your white supremacist talking points to defend your transphobia. And that's really heartbreaking, because do you realize that talking about things like bone structure is what white supremacists do to, like, separate themselves from black people? Like,
what? Not to mention, no one here knows any white supremacists, as if they're just walking around. So many white supremacists. When's the last time you saw when's the last time you saw, like, your local neighborhood Klan member? Where are all these white supremacists? Exactly. Where are they? Where are they? I'd love to know. I mean, because obviously they're pulling all the strings. Okay, here we go.
Historically, that's what they've done. White supremacists have said that white people and black people have DNA. We're different species. We have different...
We have DNA? White people and black people have DNA? Did you know, fellas? White people and black people have that DNA. Do you smell that? I can smell them. I can smell them. Smell that. Smell that DNA. It's everywhere. Well, go get them. Okay. Hold on a second. Fuck! Okay.
bones. We have different muscles as a way to be like, black people, other. We don't want them around us. And now you're doing the same thing with trans women. Like, that's heartbreaking, especially because that same rhetoric will be used against you in the future. Transphobia is used against black women all the time. But sure, your bone structure makes you a woman.
Loud noises!
Oh.
Coffee's for closers only.
Dude. All right. So, sometimes you just play the videos and I don't have to, I rant and yell and like, it's entertaining, right? I mean, it's just so stupid. But understand that you cannot fight some of this, like someone like her. You can't have a conversation. You can't fight that. There's no need. I'm not going to stoop to that level of trying to break that down and how it doesn't even make sense on its face. You can't use logic. And this is the reason why all these talking points with all these videos, there's a reason why they don't make sense. It's because if they actually used reality and logic, you can't to make that argument. You can't say a trans woman is a woman in the realm of reality. You just can't. She is going to argue DNA. She's going to argue chromosomes. Yeah, but bone structure? You're a woman. I'll tell you what, if you dig up a skeleton, you're not going to be like, wow, these bones that we dug up from ancient Sumer, non-binary. Yes, you can tell from a fucking skeleton whether it's male or female. They do it all the time. You can tell. So there's that. Like, what is she talking about in terms of bone structure? Like, that's a general, you absolutely can. Okay? You dig up a skeleton, oh, this is a trans woman. It's male or female. But derp. So you can. We don't, Lester. We don't. Lester says, why do we have to accept their reality? Exactly. Which is why we will mock it incessantly on the podcast. And when there's stupid shit like this, you're going to have so many people. I already get it. A lot of people think that I'm a mean person. Okay, fine. I mean, I'll tell you when I locate my bag of fucks. Okay. You think it's mean. You think it's offensive. Fine. Sure. My pleasure. You're welcome. But you need to mock this stuff incessantly. It's hilarious because of how wrong, idiotic it is. And the reason why the left doesn't have a sense of humor, it's because if they did have a sense of humor, their entire argument would collapse instantly. It's a house of cards. It's a house of cards. That's all that it is. That's why nothing's funny. That's why everything's offensive. Comedy is offensive. You're making fun of shit. You're making fun of people. You're making fun of ideas. You're making fun of cultures, of races, that's what comedy is. It's funny. You laugh. You know, you see stand-up comedians, they make fun of like handicapped people, and there's someone in the front row in a wheelchair laughing their fucking ass off. Sure, the joke has to be funny, and sure, there's an art to it and a delivery, but people that get offended at comedy shows, then what the fuck are you doing there? This is why the left doesn't have a sense of humor. That's why everything's offensive, because it can't be funny. Because if they laughed, there's their leverage. They have to pretend that it makes sense. They have to pretend that that's real. It's so stupid. You don't have to write this. This is comedy. That's why we make fun of it and laugh at it. Not to be mean, because it is comedy. It's ridiculous. It's a circus. It's a fucking clown show. So all we're doing is like, oh, she told a funny joke. Listen how stupid that was. Good one. Good one. That was a good one. God, that was so stupid. Good one. Because it is stupid. It's dumb. It's idiotic. It's laughable. It's a joke. It's a farce. They have to take it seriously, because otherwise, how would they get love and attention? How would they get power? How would they maintain their cult, their facade? How? You can't. It would all come crumbling down instantaneously. So make fun of it. Make fun of it incessantly. Make fun of it over and over again. Every time you see it, point at it and fucking laugh. And let everyone know how fucking funny it is and how idiotic it is. And do it over and over and over again. This is the hill to die on. This is the line in the fucking sand. And if you don't think so, if you think it's over exaggeration, oh, it's not a big deal, it's just a little bunch of crazy people on the internet, then you don't understand history. You don't understand the small percentage of people that can leverage an entire movement, that can take over a country, that can take over a government. You're watching it right now. Is it the majority? Absolutely fucking not. It doesn't have to be. All you need is like 10%. And you got it. Loud and fucking clear. So, yeah, make fun of it. Laugh at it. Talk about it. Someone talks about it at a party around family and friends. Fucking laugh out loud and point out how ridiculous it is. Because most of the people there agree with you. They're just too much of a pussy to fucking say something about it. And the problem is when those people keep their mouths shut. They sell their fucking soul to the dark side, and this shit continues to gain steam and momentum, right? When good people do nothing. So say something. Laugh. You don't have to do anything else but laugh hysterically. Just fucking start laughing. Just laugh so fucking hard. What's so funny? Because you said a man's a woman. What the fuck are you talking about? The fuck are you talking about?